sometimes romanticize reinvention like it's this cute and clean Pinterest ready image or Instagram ready video. But listen, stepping into your soft life, it's not cute. It's messy. It's not easy. Stepping into a life with more ease and without unnecessary chaos requires you to let go. Let go of identities that you've outgrown, let go of old mindsets, let go of behaviors or habits that you got comfortable with. And it even means letting go of some people. And I don't think we talk about that enough. Hey there, I'm Kathleen, and I help women navigate life and career transitions with more ease and less chaos. And this video is part of a series that I'm calling The 8 Keys to a Soft Life. And today I'm going to show you why letting go is required to step into your soft life and what you have to let go of, and why shedding feels so uncomfortable, even when you're ready for an upgrade. So let's get into it. So, living a soft life is living a life of ease, but it's not easy to get there at all. It's a transition. And as much as I talk about helping women move through transitions with more ease, change isn't easy. That's just the reality. Even when that change is something that we want, it's not easy. Sometimes we make a change in our lives and we might feel motivated. It's New Year, New Me, or Self Care Sunday, or we might even decide to pick up a new habit or two or three. And that might work for a little while, but then what happens when the motivation wears off? That's not reinvention. Reinvention really comes from within. And living a soft life requires letting go. Sometimes it's at inconvenient times, but letting go feels like a loss, even when it's not good for you. And when we lose something, our brains look for ways to replace it or to pick it back up. So if you're stepping into your soft life era, here are 3 things that you have to release. Number 1, old identities. The version of you that survived chaos won't be the one that thrives in softness. If you're still clinging to an old role, a title, or a way that you used to operate, that's the first layer to let go of. Number 2, protective habits. Your brain loves safety. Our brains are here to keep us safe and protect us. So your brain wants you to have habits like, hustle mode or performance mode, things that will make you be the responsible one. But softness doesn't ask you to earn rest. Rest is not a reward, it's a requirement. Living a soft life and being soft asks you to trust yourself. And the third thing you'll have to let go of are comfort-based mindsets. Have you ever found yourself saying things like, if I don't control everything, it will all fall apart. If I slow down, I'll lose everything I've worked for. This is just who I am. These mindsets don't keep you safe. They make you exhausted. And so in letting go of those 3 things, here's what to replace and hold on to instead. Replace old identities with the identity that feels true to you right now, not the one you outgrew years ago. Replace protective habits with routines that support you instead of draining you. That might be slow mornings, clear boundaries, setting and enforcing your boundaries, and working and moving at a pace that matches your rhythm, that keeps your nervous system regulated. And then replace comfort-based habits with curiosity. Ask more questions, explore the world, try new things. Order something different from your takeout, your favorite restaurant that you get for takeout. Order something different. Even things like that, being curious, it opens the door that fear tries to hold us back from, that fear keeps locked. Because the thing is this, you don't lose yourself when you let go of the old you. You actually meet the version that you want to be, the version that you're becoming. Spoiler alert, the version of you that you're becoming is already a part of you. She's already in you. You're already her. But in letting go of that old version of yourself that you're holding on to, you can actually live as the version of you that you want to be. Now, I didn't wake up one day and just release a whole identity. It actually started with something very simple, my clothes. But that then showed me what I needed to release. So, not too long after I started my business, I went to a conference for Black female entrepreneurs. And while I was packing to go to the conference, I didn't like any of my clothes in my closet. Everything was pretty much all black, except for one green blazer that I had for a pop of color, Because a few years ago, I decided to create a capsule wardrobe. Everything was neutral tones because that made it easier to get dressed. Everything matched. And, you know, it wasn't reflecting who I was becoming. All I knew was as I was packing, I didn't like any of my clothes. My clothes to me represented corporate Zoom chic, not founder, CEO, entrepreneur living a soft life. And my transition from employee to entrepreneur had already been challenging. At times it still is challenging. I was intentional about curating and creating a softer life, especially after what I had experienced and gone through in corporate. But what I didn't expect was to grieve the version of me as an employee. Like, did I miss the predictable paycheck? Yes, but it wasn't about money. It was because I had spent almost 15 years working in traditional professional work environments that I didn't really know what it meant to work for myself, even though it's what I want and wanted, and it's what I had wanted for a long time. At the conference, there were women who were full-time entrepreneurs. There were women who worked a 9 to 5 and pursued their business on the side. And then there were women like me who were there with an idea and vibes. And something I noticed about the full-time entrepreneurs is that the way that they were dressed, bold colors, tailored dresses, accessories, and you could tell that the accessories that they chose them intentionally. And meanwhile, I showed up in my business casual, my all black. I think I even had like a sweater, the Zoom sweater. I think I even had that. And I realized that my closet basically represented who I thought I had to be. Pretty much anytime I bought clothes, it was to wear for work. And so when I got home from that conference, I basically looked at my closet and I pulled everything that I didn't like, which was a lot of it, pretty much all of it. And I either donated it, got rid of some. Some of them like could not be donated, so I had to throw it away. But really, it wasn't even about the clothes. The clothes was just the surface. I had to let go of my employee mindset. So some of the things I had to let go of were the fear of making mistakes, the idea that structure equals stability, and the habit that I had of waiting for permission. By the way, I actually wrote a Substack post about letting go of things as you go from employee to entrepreneur. So if you're interested in that, check it out. I'll add the link to the description. Now, one of the things that I've been experimenting with to let go and release my that employee mindset is experimenting with clothes. Now, listen, I'm not a shopper. I get very overwhelmed shopping online. If I go to a store, it's because I'm looking for something specific and I either did order pickup or I already checked to see that they have it and I go in, I buy it, and then I go home. So lately, I've been, trying to push myself to experiment with clothes and just go every now and then to the store and just try things on with no pressure to buy anything without a specific like purpose, like not shopping for something specific. Just try different things on, try different colors, try prints, try, different sizes, trying bigger sizes and seeing where could a tailor, tailor it to my measurements so that it fits me and looks good on me. Just trying to get a better idea of how, clothes make me feel or how I feel in certain clothes, how it looks on me, how I feel, just pushing myself out of my comfort zone of neutrals and black. And it's basically like me giving myself permission to meet the version of me who likes her clothes, who, when she looks at her clothes, she sees bold colors, she sees things that make her feel good. And just also giving me permission to play. And, I still don't love shopping, but that's not shopping. It's experimenting. It's, just trying something different. And something so simple as trying on new clothes and experimenting with clothes, it reminds me that I'm not an employee in my own life anymore. Once I started letting go of that employee identity, that old mindset, that's when I stopped making decisions from obligation or, for approval or permission or based on what makes sense. And I started making choices and decisions from a vision, from possibility, from the version of me that I'm becoming. And that's what really opened me up creatively. When I'm in a creative flow, I feel softer. And that softness is what creates ease both in my life and in my business. If you're in the middle of a reinvention or you're getting ready to step into your soft life era, tell me one thing in the comments that you're going to let go of. Is it a mindset, an old identity, people, whatever it is? Let me know. And if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe if you want to see more content like this and hit the thumbs up button to like this video. If you have any video suggestions or any questions, go ahead and drop those in the comments too. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.